Let's take a look at a 7-round mock draft from Josh Edwards from CBS Sports, recently done. So at 44, he has the Browns going defensive tackle Logan Hall. You see Pickens still on the board, Leal still on the board. What are your thoughts? Logan Hall and Travis Jones still on the board. What are your thoughts of Logan Hall there, given who he is drafted right in front of?
I think at 44, if Logan Hall is there and Perion Winfrey isn't, it's going to be Logan Hall. If it's both, I would think it would be Perion Winfrey. But it's going to be a toss-up between those two players. Those are the guys who fit the mold of what Andrew Berry has looked for at this defensive tackle position. Now, again, granted, we have not a great idea on what this mold is, because this will be the highest pick that they have spent, or the highest amount of resources, free agency or otherwise, that they have spent on the position, right? This would be their biggest investment at defensive tackle if they go at 44. But I would think that they go defensive tackle at 44, and they would go probably with Logan Hall or Perion, one of those guys who are around 300 pounds. I don't think they have much interest in the plus 300 pounder, especially if they're not like an athletic freak like Jordan Davis. So that's why I think they would go 44. I think you have to go defensive tackle there, because the gulf between the defensive tackle that you could get at 44 versus what you can get at 73 is massive, right? You go from Perion Winfrey, Travis Jones, Logan Hall, that crop of players, to all of a sudden looking at like John Ridgeway in the 4th round. So that's a massive jump that you don't want to deal with while as wide receiver. Yeah, you can get George Pickens. Yeah, you can. You might be able to get a Christian Watson or somebody like that. But at 73, you could get John Mechie. You could get Justin Ross. You can get Alec Pierce if you want, if you like that. Like, there are a lot of other more valuable options there at 73 and 78 and 99 for the Browns. So I would think that that's probably philosophically along the lines of where the Browns can look at.
All right, so let's take a look at the 3rd-round picks in this draft. So at number 78, they go edge rusher Cam Thomas from San Diego State. You see the guys that are still on the board there. Then at 99, so that's the compensatory pick, they go with the wide receiver, David Bell from Purdue. And you see Mechie taken in this particular mock draft, so one spot ahead of him. What do you think of going edge rusher Cam Thomas and wide receiver David Bell in the 3rd round?
It would make sense, especially if they don't think they could bring back Clowney to go edge there. I think they probably go wide receiver there and probably at 99, just to have a new crop of guys that they can rotate in and out. And also, Andrew Berry, he likes to put things a couple of years ahead, right? Maybe Amari Cooper works out for a couple of years. We get to that 3rd year and it's looking like something that we don't want to pay that price tag on. Okay, now we can slide a John Mechie there, right? We can have somebody ready to be there. If you have more guys available, you'll have somebody on a rookie deal there to take that spot. So I think they would double dip there in the 3rd round. And get a couple of wide receivers. This is a crazy wide receiver class. The fact that we're talking about John Mechie at 99 is ridiculous. Like, that is a show to how ridiculous this class is.